होने में और बहुत कुछ होने में इतना सा फर्क है, एक बार सोच के छोड़ देने में और लग के कर दिखाने में। मान लेने में कि जिंदगी ऐसे ही कटेगी और सुबह 4 बजे उठ के सोचने में कि अभी तो बस शुरुआत है। किसी मैगजीन को हाथ में लेने में और उसी मैगजीन के कवर पेज पे होने में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वीआईपी सीट में और उसकी पिछली सीट में इतना सा ही तो फर्क है। वो जिसका मैदान ही खुला आसमान है, वही कल जमीन पर तो था। पूछोगे तो बताएगा वो पंछी। ये एक दायरे में सिमटने में और पूरी दुनिया को दायरा बनाने में बस इतना सा फर्क है। इतना कितना है? इतना है या इतना है? जो नापेगा वो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया, 20 years of ideas.
A very good afternoon to each and every participants, dear friends who have joined us today on this beautiful afternoon of Sunday for Business Opportunity Over Chai webinar series. This is a digital representation of the brand of the day, which we have got for you. Franchise India is Asia's largest integrated franchise solution company, and we are among the top 10 top management companies in the world. And we truly claim that no one sells more business than us, because we have helped more than 5,000 international and national brands to expand their business with our 80 plus offices. And we have team of 275 plus business consultant who are helping day in, day out all the investors in getting the business solutions and suggestions from our side, so that they can take the right business opportunity for them. With this introduction, may I invite and welcome management team of Franchise India, Gaurav sir, who is the chairman of Franchise India. I also welcome our second panelist, Sonia ma'am. She's a founder of Franwork. And today, during the course of the webinar, they'll be sharing their insights, their suggestions with each one of us, so that we take the right decision. We also welcome and invite our brand of the day, Door to Door, and we welcome Mr. Rajkumar, who will be presenting this brand. Door to Door, a virtual grocery store brand, which was established in 2014 in Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore. They are delivering household essential items like grocery, fruits, vegetable, etc. at the convenient time, selected time by consumer. Thank you so much, Rajkumar ji, for joining us today. But before I formally invite you to showcase your business model, I would like to invite Sonia ma'am to talk about our initiative which we have taken for our investors under Advantage program. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am, for joining in. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ashna, and a very good afternoon, friends, for joining on the Sunday webinar. And we also welcome our brand for the day. And before I request our panel member to come and present the business opportunity, every day I like to talk a little bit on the investor advantage opportunity. And I will say that, as a company, Franchise India has been working in the last 23 years with our investors who have been finding it difficult to evaluate, or sometimes even know the various business opportunities which they can filter from the information which they see. And being an investor-centric and a franchise-focused company, we always felt this was the responsibility with Franchise India to help every Indian, every aspiring entrepreneur to take an informed decision. So through the Investor Advantage program, our teams work with every investor to ensure that how an investor can be at advantage of buying a business, and how should he find the right fitment or the appropriate fit of businesses which are suitable for them. And to make that choice and to diagnose, we advise and we work with our investors or prospective business buyers in evaluating their own self, their entrepreneur spirit, their life and business goals. Second, we work with them to do a very detailed industry analysis. And third, we work with them to do also an in-depth market understanding of what can work and have the potential to be successful in their respective markets. And the fourth assessment tool that we also look at is the competition, or I would say peer-to-peer analysis of the existing brands in the industry, which can be both at the regional level and the national level. And finally, a very detailed brand diagnostic that we do with the investors, where we talk about the business at large, the people behind, and also maybe the successful prototype of the company in every aspect which is important for an investor, including the investment, the ROI, and various other criteria which are important for any investor before they decide to buy a business. At the same time, I will also suggest our investors that whenever you look at franchising as a business option, it is important that you also bring a lot of your own time to be invested in the business, because it is an active business involvement, and your time is something which brings a lot of efficiencies in the business. So having said that, I will also now request Mr. Gaurav Maurya, who's chairman of the Franchise India Group, to also address all of you out here. And then I will request Ashna to formally invite Rajkumar ji.
Thank you, Sonia, and welcome, friends, and welcome to another edition, Sunday edition of Franchise India show. It at 12 o'clock, and we do multiple shows on Sunday. And this is an opportunity for you to explore a new opportunity, new category. And this category is very big today, particularly what we are presenting. It's a direct-to-home business. Direct-to-home business is going to be a multi-billion-dollar business. Almost everything you consume would come to your home and convenience. And this is especially when it comes to fruit and vegetables and places like that, it is super hyper local. So how do we really get an opportunity in that? And a lot of inquiries and requests are coming to us for businesses like this. This would be a great opportunity for you to hear Rajkumar ji today when he presents his opportunity. We're very excited to have him with us. He's tested the business. His prototype is doing well. Now the prototype can be duplicated to other markets. I'll leave you with one thought, which is very important. When you buy a business, always connect these 4 dots. One is industry, how the industry is going to shape up in times to come. Like today's industry, talk about what is going to happen on direct-to-home business, right? And then answer would be, that's a shift. That shift is already there. It's getting more organized. We always had this opportunity of things coming to your home, but now it is becoming much more efficient, both by quality, by the offering, by technology, a lot of other things which are making this big change. It's a transformation journey. And I always say in India, the biggest opportunity is a shift of customer. If a customer starts shifting, that's where the wind is started happening. So this business is already at that moment. How it would move from a less than $1 billion business to a $10 billion business is just about time. And we've seen this shift from conventional way of doing things to a more organized way of doing things. And that's how the whole industry has really evolved, and today technology gives you that opportunity. So that's your industry. Second is the brand. Why you want to choose the brand? Who's behind the brand? Who's the founder? Why he started? What is the larger goal of his life? How he's taking his brand and his journey together. Sometimes investing with the brands which have very progressive founders is the best time, because they are very clear about their journey. You're just going along with them, right? Or they're empowering their journey. So somebody has a little ahead of you. He started a business at a certain stage. Now you are moving with them in their larger goal of a journey. I've seen very successful franchisees, which I call them actually co-founders, when they join the company at an early stage, because they buy into the vision. They buy into the vision of the business, and they start working on that vision and start doing it. They always wanted to do that. They always wanted to do this, but they never know how to do it. Now they have somebody who can really go with. So choose the brand in the right sense. Third, your own financial goal. What is your financial goal? What do you want from that business? On a short term, long term, maybe on an overall value creation? At what stage you would like to build the business and what do you want to do? Another thing which I've started telling every single entrepreneur, that every business should come when you start with the end goal. If it is not having that end, it becomes just a journey, right? If you know the end, and I like entrepreneurs, very successful entrepreneurs these days. When I talk to them, the young people, they come and say, 5 years, I want to sell this company for this. And sometimes I come from a very legacy business mindset, right? So 24 years, Franchise India has been built. My father has been running a business which is 40 years old. So we just think like that the business is for generations. But I change my mind now. It should not be. You have better things in life to do. You have better life goals. Somebody wants to pursue something else. Somebody wants to pursue something else. So fix yourself a timeline. So I want to give this business 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, and I want to see this. And then I want to pursue something else in life. So it's never a bad that you decide what you want to do. What is your end? Because if it is not ending well, starting well is not important. Everything which ends well is important. So you really have to understand how do you really want to find your goal sheet from financial goal. And finally, the micro market, like he's taken Coimbatore. What is your micro market? What is the micro market telling you? What is an opportunity in that? Who are the players in this market? How do you want to compete with those players? All that is also very important. Connect the 4 dots: the industry, the brand, your financial goals, and your micro market. Now I'd like to welcome Rajkumar ji. Over to you for your journey. Start with your journey. Give us a little overview about how this all happened. Everybody likes this business. This is the simplest business looks like, and a very complex business. Everybody dreams that agar kuch nahi chalega, ye to chalega. So, but it's a very hard business. It's a very difficult business. And I know how you have taken step-by-step approach to build a fantastic business. Over to you and welcome once again.
Thank you, Mr. Oloji.
Archana, you want to presentation? We can get started.
Yeah.
So are you playing or should I play? You tell me.
Yeah, I'll play myself.
Sure. Or if they just allow us 1 minute. Yeah.
Very good morning, everyone. This is Rajkumar from Coimbatore. I come out with a brand name Door to Door. With the brand name, you can very well understand what we are supposed to do and the time that we have meeting to launch this brand along with Franchise India. So it is a wonderful opportunity for each and every one. And the time that we are talking about is very, very important. People all over the nation is looking for their essentials to reach their home because of this pandemic, because of this COVID-19. So let me introduce about the journey that I have started. I started this brand Door to Door in 2014 in Coimbatore. I'm a pure techie. I'm a corporate trainer in Microsoft Technologies and served with most of the corporates, MNCs, for almost 9 years. I want to start a business where it is non-recessive and it should travel across generations. That is my core idea when I was starting the business. And I took very easily when I came down to an online platform for groceries in 2014, where only 2G networks were available. But the actual situation was not so. It was very difficult at the time where 2G is there is no more awareness to the people about online grocery, and there are more suspicions that whether the product will be good, quality will be good, the channel for ordering will be good. And we are able to get the answers in gradually, not at the day one. We face a lot of challenges in that, and the main motive of our brand is to consume time for the consumers and plan each and every moment of the time in a better way. So a new way to consume your time for you and yours. This is a difficult task nowadays. This is going to be the difficult task because most people working in corporates or laborers or any field, they find themselves difficult to spare some time for their family and their dear ones. And we provide possible solutions to spare your time within your family, within your friends. Whereas you, rather than wasting your time traveling to a shop, buying it, standing in queue in midst of traffic, we find some solutions. So what we are doing, what we are not only giving door to door and online grocery, but also we come out with few other brands. It is not an independent brand. These brands are going to be the catalyst for door to door. To be very specific, catalyst. We want to build our brand door to door rather than the normal promotional methods. We come out with few other brands where it is going to be an supportive catalyst for the core brand door to door. I don't want to take much time on these three brands. These are, we have many more brands, but let me list out these three brands where door-to-door support.com is the uh, handyman services that we provide to each and every house. Might be a carpenter or a painter or electricians, AC mechanic, whatever the service we have tie up with the manpower agencies and we do the service. And NVDay is especially for fish, meat, chicken, marinated meat and everything. And we want to keep it this brand separately because people hesitate to go for non-veg along with the normal groceries. And Growguard, we started in 2020 middle to enhance the brand door to door, where we will tend to have tie up with all the existing runners. Existing runners in the sense might be outlets or chain of retail grocery stores, which comes with another company, which comes under the another company, where the people can find the differences between the quality, the price, the service, how yearly we provide the service. So these three brands are primary brands, which is going to act as a catalyst or a backbone for door to door to reduce the marketing cost and put ourselves, enhance ourselves in front of the market. So what is door to door and why door to door.co.in and why door to door.shop? Okay. This business is completely a volume game. Completely a volume. The reason why I'm looking for expansion across India, it is only because of the volume that we want to procure. What makes difference when you procure huge volume from the suppliers or the manufacturers or the super stockist? Normally, when you go for an individual shop or a particular single outlet, the margin for a particular product will be around 15%, 20%, 25%, whatever it might be. But there is an 100% increase in the margin if you go for a good volume. Okay, if we are consuming for one outlet, the margin will be 15% or 20%. If we are consuming for almost all the 50 districts of Tamil Nadu, the margin is almost 35 to 45%. We will be in the upper hand. We will be able to negotiate with the supplier, whoever it might be in Procter & Gamble or Hindustan Unilever, ITC or Chota runners, local manufacturers. We will be able to claim claim what is your cost price and what margin you are expecting rather than demanding margin from the MRP. Actually, margin is from the MRP, but here we don't talk about the MRP. We will talk about the cost of the product and what margin you are requiring. We will be ready to consume. We will be ready to procure the entire manufacturing of a particular days, a week or 10 days. So this is where we come out with two dimensions. One is door-to-door.co.in, which is completely targeting retail industry, that is individual houses. Then door-to-door.shop, where we target functions, wholesales, hotels, hospitals, the industries where a bigger volume is consumed. So why this? Because we want to procure huge volume and give best benefits to the customer. My system acts in such a way, whenever we procure a product, we enter the landing price of the product and automatically the selling price is calculated and getting populated in the website. So you can understand that whenever we have a higher margin from the manufacturer, the higher benefit that we are sharing with the consumer. So how we differ? What are the unique aspects when we are comparing with the existing runners? Might be Big Basket or Grofers or any local runners. So they are not operating under a single umbrella. So any e-commerce industry in India is not operating under a model named hub and spoke model. Hub and spoke model in the sense right from procurement till delivery, it will be handled by a single agency, whereas the other people are handling with multiple agencies having some understanding or tie up with them. In door-to-door, in the Dravidian, we start from procurement, we segregate the product, we brand the product, we pack the product, we distribute through our own channel, we market through our own app, own website. And whether I don't want to mention this door to door as an online grocery store. I want to name this as an virtual grocery store, because I'm not depending on the people who are aware of website or app. I want even a lean man to get into us and place their orders. So we have come out with an telephonic order through toll-free numbers, and WhatsApp order. WhatsApp order is nothing but you can take a snap of the particular product list you have and you can send it, and we will be converting that as an online order, and it will be processed along with the other orders. So our target is to reach each and every corner of the city or town or village, because this is the product which is consumed by each and every human being, each and every family, each and every individual. So this is the only industry I can tell that where 100% target audience are available. In any industry, anyone is about to initiate a business, he will be having an R&D or a survey on the target audience, which is the target audience. But the beauty of this particular industry is 100% everyone is the target audience. The other beauty is each and every product will have their own lifetime. For example, if you buy a TV, it will last for minimum 2 to 3 years, and might be some people can go ahead with the upgraded version if they are willing. But this is the product where the requirement falls each and every month, not only month, every week. Fruits and vegetables, they require every week. So retaining the customer plays a vital role, very important role here. So what are the channels that we are open to get the orders? Or websites, mobile apps, toll-free number, WhatsApp. Why toll-free number? Because I don't want to miss even the customers who are hesitating to spend some money for placing the order. So that is the reason toll-free order. And we have a centralized order receiving section to validate the orders and confirm with the customers before executing the orders. So what are the products that we did? So what is the aim? What is our aim? So our aim is to become the one-stop shop for all your daily needs. Shop in the sense might be we will not be catering on vehicles, furniture, and few other industries, very, very limited industries, vehicles, furniture, and electronics. And apart from these three categories, we will be catering on all other categories. And vision to build our network to all top towns and cities. Here we differ from the existing runners, whereas all the MNCs or the existing big shots, they are targeting only urban areas, might be cities or metros. But my vision is to bring this brand to each and every village, that is each and every town. Okay, so top towns and cities, so that consumer anywhere can rely on door to door to get quick delivery to their doorstep from a trusted local retailer. This local retailer means a lot, because each and every district will have their own associates who are responsible for handling the queries, processing the orders. That is, it is executed from the local retailer. It is, might be, you can consider this as an local kirana shop or anachi shop in Tamil. Okay. So what are the categories that we cater? We concentrate on all groceries, fruits and vegetables, eatables, cleaning, personal care, stationeries, gift items, and many more yet to go add. Okay, we have another platform where we can add medicines as well as. So we are coming out with we are ready with another platform. So we don't want to confuse everything with door to door, but we will have additional brands to cater the other needs of the particular things. My intention, my personal intention is to, whenever there is a requirement inside a house from a head of the family or the housewife, homemaker, their first thought should come as door to door. Okay, that is my ultimate aim. Most probably we will be achieving this in 2025. So what are the sectors where all our services are required? It is required for each and every common man and house, a family, and hotels and restaurants. This common man or retail industry, individual houses are catered by door-to-door.co.in, whereas hotels and restaurants, functions, industries, hospitals, these are catered by door-to-door shop. What is the difference between door-to-door shop and in the retail? You will not be getting minimum volume in the case of hotels and restaurants, functions, industries, and hotels. Might be you cannot order 1 kg of rice. You need to order bags of rices in case of door-to-door shop. In case of individual houses, you can order for any variant with respect to the requirement of the particular houses. So how we give the assurance on the first factor, price, the second factor, quality, the third factor, service. These are all the three factors which is going to play a vital role deciding the life of the brand. Okay, defining the penetration of the brand in the market. Okay, because any people, mostly as per my statistics, 70 to 75% of the people tend or convert to a new brand because of the factor price. Because each and everyone tend to have their own budgets. It might be a middle class or upper middle class, any sector of people, they tend to evaluate the expenses that they make every month. So price is going to be the primary factor. Then second one is the quality of the product, and third one is the delivery, timely service. Because this is not an apparel where you will be expecting the delivery might be within a week, where you can go for a function next week. This is a product where you expect it to deliver at the earliest or as per the expectation of the customer. Okay, so the homemaker or a housewife may order a product with an intention to cook chicken next day. Okay, so you need to cater their need. You need to ensure the time of the delivery, whereas most of the existing runners fail to match it. Okay, you might have experience in your day-to-day life. When you place an order for grocery, you will never get in the same day. Very few local runners, or if you order from the nearby shop, you can get it. So we will ensure these three things, and we can discuss in detail on three factors, which is going to be the key factors for penetration and key factors for survival in the market. So what are the payment options? We provide all the payment options, and we are open to add all the payment options that is available in order to facilitate or not to miss any consumer. So this is the corporate structure which we are following, whereas we have a procurement head where they concentrate only on the procurement, because procurement head takes the major responsibility to define the price of the product, as I told you. So we need to go for a bigger volume with the supplier or the manufacturer. Only then we will be having an upper hand in getting the best price. So we are having a store set where he cleans the product, segregates into different variants. Here I want to mention different variants in the sense each and every product might be pulses, grinds, or flows. We segregate into three categories: might be superior, premium, and popular. Because people we give the opportunity to the people to select the quality, whether you want the superior quality or the premium quality or the popular quality. It doesn't mean that popular quality is less in quality. It depends. Okay, might be few people might be there, they'll be having their own budget, who tend to go for the best quality for the better price. Okay, so we want to create three quality products in each and every product. And technology head who takes care of the entire enhancements or the offers that should be given to the product. And this technology head and marketing head closely work together to make sure that we are meeting a particular target. And we have our own build CRM, ERP, inventory to handle the business model without any loss or without any flaws. And we have our own digital marketing team to go for SEO, and we have our own team of designers to give better idea on the offers that we provide. So this will be the corporate structure where we will be enhancing it or increasing number of facilitators in future. So coming about how we are going to join hands with the local partners or franchisee, what is the pattern of business model to expand across the nation. So what is the business model? We have two business model. One is the, as I told you earlier, it is hub and spoke model. The other one is the associate model. Hub and spoke model is completely about the operations that we handle within the company. That is right from the procurement, cleaning. We need to understand the difference between procurement, cleaning, packing, branding, everything. Because all the branded items, which is already supplied by the existing runners like Hindustan Unilever or ITC or few local runners, it is already branded. So there is no need. We need to procure it and we need to sell it as it is to the customer. But imagine the product like rice, pulses, grains, doughs, masalas. We need to procure, we need to segregate it, we need to clean it because it is directly coming from the farmers or the wholesalers. We cannot sell it as it is to the consumer. So we will be cleaning it, we will be segregating into different variants and different quality, and all these done are internally by our own team. We are not giving to any agency because we want to ensure that quality product is shipped to the end consumer, end user. We want to ensure that we will be giving different variants in each and every product to ensure that it matches with the expectation of the consumer. So again, delivery is handled by our own team, where the entire ERP is considered built considering all our business model alone. Okay, then all the products are certified and we give guarantee to the product and the quality, and we give assurance to take it return if it is not matching with the consumer. Might be I may like a particular rice, the other one may like the different rice. Okay, it doesn't mean that a particular rice quality will be consumed by everyone. So these are all the challenges that we have faced in the last 7 years, and we have come out with a fine solution, an acceptable solution from the customers. So what are the unique value propositions? As I have discussed, we are having an unique model, very different model, not an model which is followed anyone in India, might be in globe. This is a very unique model. So we need to, the challenges are we need to have 500 plus brands and 25,000 plus products to meet the expectation of the consumer. But in the initial phase, we will be having almost 200 plus brands and 10,000 plus products to meet the middle class and upper middle class people. So we tend to operate in all 10 states at the earliest, making sure that we serve to the needy, because all the consumers are in need that the essentials will reach their doorstep nowadays because of the lockdowns that is implemented by the various central governments. And the primary core objective of the business is to serve the needy, serve the consumers. Automatically, you will be followed with the money. So I request all the service providers who are about to join with us in the coming near nature, I expect them to come out with an intention to serve, because without the intention of service, we cannot survive with this brand. So if we serve better, if we serve on time, if we serve with good quality, if we serve with the best price, automatically the consumers will be back of us and we will be able to have even a decent volume of money. So these are all the brands, existing brands in masalas, in might be other 3 biggest runners in India, where 60% of the branded products falls under these 3 runners. And these chana and everything, we need to brand ourselves in our own brand, and we will be taking the responsibility to brand it and sell it to the consumers. And the other challenge is the perishable items, where we will be selling the quality products, because many people will be having a lot of queries on how far you are able to give quality on the perishable items. That is again a challenge. We have come out with a unique model to provide quality fruits and vegetables and the products, and we never encourage any vegetables and fruits to be cold storaged for a longer period. We want to give it from farm fresh. Okay, I don't want to use the term organic. So we tend to provide farm fresh vegetables and fruits, and all those fruits which are not sold, we will be selling it to the wholesalers, might be hotels or functions, or through door-to-door shop, as I told you earlier. So role of franchise partner, very important factor. What is the role of the franchise partner? We need to understand one thing very clearly here. As a company operating from Coimbatore, we cannot ensure handling the manpower, ensure on-time service to the end user sitting from Coimbatore. So the core reason, 2 core reasons are to increase the volume of procurement. We are looking for expansion. And the reason for looking for an associate or a partner to travel along with us, to ensure that the product is provided to the consumer as per their expectation. Might be they a few orders we can get to deliver within 1 hour. We need to do it. We have few orders we will be getting at. You need to supply after 7 o'clock. We need to do it. Few orders we'll be getting. We ship it day after tomorrow or tomorrow. We need to follow the instructions of the consumer. Whereas we are very unique in getting the slot from the consumer while they are placing the order. What slot you need for delivery. We are getting it from the consumer while they are placing the order. So that should be honored. To honor this, we are looking for local partners in each and every districts of every state. We are looking for partners across all the states, and we have two type of franchisee here. One is the master franchisee who will be handling the major show in the particular state. Other one is the zonal associates or the local partner who will be handling the show in the particular district alone. A district might be named as a zone here, because we are not going to cater for the entire district. We are going to cater for a particular zone. A zone is nothing but an 20 kilometers of potential serviceable area where an expected target is going to be met. An expected turnover will be met. So a zone is a 20 kilometer of serviceable area where we will cater for the particular districts, and gradually might be in this phase 2 or phase 3 we will be moving to the further taluks, further parts of the particular districts alone. But in the first phase, in the initial phase, we are looking for partners in each and every districts to handle the operations for a serviceable area of 20 kilometers of dia. This is to ensure that we can deliver the product within 1 hour from the time of order that we receive from the consumer. Because you are going to serve only 20 kilometers of dia, your delivery executive is going to travel only 10 kilometers from your hub, because your hub is expected to be in the midpoint of the particular zone. Okay, so I'm expecting an cloud store, it might be a warehouse or a 2 BHK house to start with, of around 800 to 1000 square feet. So I'm expecting an inventory to be handled by you locally for the products that you have in your own hub. In our ERP, a clone of your inventory will be given with an individual username and password, where you can have control on all what are the available products which is going to exhaust in the coming year, or what are the products that is going to expire in the coming week. Accordingly, my team will be handling the marketing strategies and giving the offers to make sure that there is no much loss, and any product that is going to get expired, we will be taking the responsibilities, and that will not be calculated in the revenue of the associate. So order generation is done by, that is marketing is done entirely by door to door, and only the service fulfillment of the order will be done by franchisee. You will be having ready-made packed variant, different variant products within your hub, and those products that is present in your hub will be populated across the pin codes that is assigned to you. Whenever you get the order, it is understood that the products that which you hold in your hub will be in the orders. Then you need to pack it in a cotton box or a bag depending on the volume, and you need to deliver traveling maximum of 10 kilometers from your hub. And what are the this is the simple service, and I'm expecting a warehouse or a 2 BHK house with 800 to 1000 square feet. Then I'm expecting 3 to 4 delivery boys, might be 2 to 3 delivery boys initially, to provide the delivery to the consumers, and 2 housemaid category people to pack the orders as per the order, and a guy or girl with basic computer knowledge to take the printout of the orders, to interact with the company. And as per the hardware is concerned, I'm expecting you to have a single laptop and a printer with barcode reader and CCTV surveillance. What is the benefit that you are going to get? You are going to get flat 10% of the monthly sales that we are going to achieve. My target is to achieve 30 lakhs of turnover from the third month, from the day 60, and you will be getting an margin of your gross profit of 3 lakhs rupees, whereas the expected expenses is around 1.8 to 2 lakhs. So you will be getting a minimum of 50 to 1 lakh, 50,000 to 1 lakh every month for a single zone. How does it work? We have a strong negotiation team. As I told you, this negotiation is going to be the backbone to have the better price to the consumer. single zone with 7 to 12 kilometers of radius, whereas I have told you 10 kilometers of radius and 20 kilometers of dia, serviceable area. Dedicated inventory or CRM for every zone. You will be given an individual login for your own inventory, and there's the individual login for CRM to handle your own customers. Every order should be considered as an opportunity, because we are in a competitive world and we are having more runners with very good energy. Might be the different model, the business model might be different. We ensure that the best price to the consumers, and action plan for each and every zone individually will be planned from the company. So these are all the hardwares: 800 to 1000 square feet of warehouse space, 2 computer, laptop, 1 printer, 1 barcode reader, packing stuffs that will be provided by the company, delivery materials again that will be provided by the company. We expect you to manage delivery boys with vehicles where they will be paid on, we suggest you to pay them on per delivery basis rather than bringing under your payroll. So what is the total investment? The total investment I'm expecting for each and every zone is 7 lakhs. Might be 5 lakhs. Out of the 7 lakhs, 5 lakhs will be the deposit you will be paying for the groceries or the fruits and vegetables or the stuffs that we dump in your warehouse. So here the question arises whether only 5 lakh of worth of products will be dumped. No, it is not so. It is a security deposit for the products that we dump. In the whenever the business increases, we will be dumping more volume of products according to the turnover. So 1 lakh is the refundable deposit and 1 lakh is the non-refundable deposit, and 10% margin on monthly sales. I don't want you to spend more on the store outputs. I expect you to have start with an 2 BHK house where there might be existing racks and everything. One is for 1 room for the edibles and 1 room for the non-edibles, and hall can be used for managing the show. Might be packing the stuffs with respect to the order. So the complete tech support, we are in the 7th year. As a techie, I have my own team to enhance, to bring all my things that I visualize in the system. So the reason we have crossed a lot of discomforts in building our app websites, and we have come out with a fine solution now. In the initial phase, we have faced a lot of issues. And since I'm very new to retail, it took some extra time for me to design this business model. So we have a complete tech support from our end. We have a complete inventory supplies, which is where we will be having the entire inventory in our control and the clone of a particular inventory for yours. And we have a very good digital marketing team, which is operated under the brand named eOnion, which is again a unit of our brand. We have a fantastic team to handle the digital marketing and social media campaigns. We have an predefined marketing strategies, which is already implemented, tested with various R&Ds, and we have defined marketing strategies to make sure that the target is met from the 3rd month. So cloud store setup, we will support in all the factors, how to set up your cloud store. And initially we will be having a full-fledged training for the staffs as well as for the budding entrepreneurs or the partners who is joining along with us. So master franchisee, we are looking for 1 master franchisee or 2, maximum of 2 master franchisees, depending on the area of the particular state. Might be an state like Madhya Pradesh or bigger state. We are expecting 2 master franchisees to operate, to be a local owner for the particular state. And we will be giving 2% additional margins for the master franchises in order to maintain the warehouse and the local logistics to the zonal partners. This will be the core responsibilities of the master franchisee, to manage the master warehouse and maintain the logistics to the zonal partners. So we are expecting master franchisee partner in the other states apart from Tamil Nadu, because we have restrictions to travel nowadays. We are not very sure how far this is going to be as usual. So we are expecting master franchisee partner each and every state in the initial phase, followed by the zonal partners. So all supports and all you are going to act on behalf of us. So we will be along with you in the entire journey. Make sure that you are getting your profit, you are having a surf journey, you are having your decent margin to have a long run. We are not expecting partners to for next 2 years or 5 years. We are expecting partners to join with us across generations, because my core idea, core intention is to bring this the intention of the creating such a business model taking such a long time of 6 years is to take this brand for next at least 3 generations. Okay, so because this is going to be the future of the industry. So we have a wonderful opportunity, and we are waiting for potential partners to start our journey with success. So thanks everyone for your wonderful time, and I'm expecting feedbacks from each and everyone, where I will be able to answer all your queries. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, Rajkumarji, and thank you for the presentation. We already have a lot of inquiries which I'm seeing which have started to come in. I'll also request if we can remove our slide for the discussion. We can bring in if we need to refer on the same. So friends, thank you for putting up your questions. You can keep going on the Q&A box, and if you want any specific questions to be answered, we'll start taking all these now. And like Rajkumarji mentioned, unlike the other retail or grocery formats, this is not a retail format. Rather, this is a cloud retail store in the grocery. And this has become the norm in most of the global markets, especially US, which started with it ever since the pandemic, had commenced last year. Because typically your cost of operating a dark store or a cloud retail store is comparatively low. And this works more on a delivery model, which caters to a certain geography or a certain radius diameter, like Rajkumarji mentioned. And so the current business model, I will just recap that very quickly, is unit franchise model, which is being offered. And we also have an area franchise model outside Tamil Nadu, because within Tamil Nadu, they already have the capabilities to take care of the entire supply chain. And for the unit franchisee, the minimum area requirement is 800 to 1,000 square feet. And this need not be in any of the prime locations, but location which can have easy access to potential neighborhoods, so that you can have reduced cost of logistics, which is very, very important. So Rajkumarji, I'll start taking up on the questions, and if you also find any important questions that you want to take up, we can start with the same. And maybe I'll start first with a master franchise. Overall, what is the locations are we targeting, and what is the broad model of a master franchisee, which means what kind of investment does a master franchisee need to put? And typically a master franchisee needs to have how many units under him? And you did talk about the sharing, that he gets additional 2% sharing, but if we can also talk a little bit about the area, number of units which can come under him, and overall investment from a partner.
Yeah, master franchisee, I'm expecting them to handle the entire state headquarters, might be the capital city of the particular state, where they will be given a maximum of 12 zones. A state capital cannot be divided into one zone. As I told you, it is all about 20 kilometers of dia. So we'll be having minimum 8 to 20. For example, in Chennai, we have divided Chennai into 26 zones. So I'm not expecting all capital cities to have 26 zones, but minimum we will be having 10 zones. Okay. So I'm expecting the master franchisee to handle 12 zones. There is no restrictions that they need to handle only in the capital city. They can go up for any other district also. And they are expected to handle minimum of 20 to 25 associates.
Which is unit franchisees under them.
Unit franchisees, you are absolutely right.
That's the minimum potential ideally any area franchisee should have.
Can you come again, please?
That's a minimum potential. So you said 12, 25. So that is a minimum.
If I'm having an total zones of 40 zones in a particular state, I'm expecting 12 zones to be operated by the master franchisee. Rest were the unit zones, unit partners.
All right. Okay. And these you're saying have to be under the area franchisee, right?
Yes.
These all have to be under the area franchisee, yes. Correct? And typically, Rajkumarji, what is the investment or the overall outlay for a area franchisee? How much investment he needs to keep as a tie-up fee towards the inventory? So what is the overall capital that he needs to deploy to become
master
a partner?
franchisee, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it will come around 60 lakhs to 75 lakhs for the master franchisee, because he is going to operate 12 zones. Might be 12 into 7 comes around more value, but I'm expecting them to have around 60 to 75 lakhs for operating an master franchisee per particular state.
Okay, and what typically would be the breakup of this investment of 75 lakhs?
Yeah, please.
So will it also consider the franchise fees and some deposit against the inventory that he would keep with him?
Yeah, it involves franchisee fee as well as the security deposits towards the product. Because we are not expecting.
And how much would that be, Rajkumarji? While I understand, based on the potential of each location, some of the deposit amount or maybe the fee might vary, but just to give an overview, how much typically would be the franchise fees for a partner, and how much is the deposit ideally he needs to keep for the inventory as a security?
I'm not expecting that 1 lakh of refundable, non-refundable from the master associates, whereas 5 lakhs for each zone will be considered as the deposit towards the product. And if they are taking 10 zones, might be 50,000 will be the deposit towards the products, and 25,000 will be the franchisee fee.
Okay. And is the area franchisee also expected to own and operate one unit under him, or he will just take care of the supply chain and maintaining the overall inventory, or he will also operate one of the locations?
Master franchisee?
As a unit franchisee, yeah. So if I take a unit master or an area franchisee, am I expected to run and operate any outlet by myself, any cloud retail outlet? Am I expected to run and operate at my level?
Master franchisee will have their cloud outlet in the assigned 12 zones, and unit franchisee will have their cloud outlet in their own zone.
So master franchisee will also operate retail stores, is what I just wanted to clarify. Will he also operate stores by himself?
They will have a bigger warehouse to cater the entire state. And again, they will have a sub warehouse, an individual hub for each and every zone. Only then we will be able to cater within 1 hour.
Sure, that's helpful. And Rajkumarji, my other question was, because you're talking about 12 zones under area franchisee, and these 12 zones would take certain time frame, to be developed. It might not happen at the initial stage. So when we talk about the stock or the security, would that, what you mean is that the overall investment that he needs to put, or this investment also is staggered over a period of time, understanding that, maybe first zone, second zone, third zone will take maybe a time frame of say 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. So is this entire investment staggered over a period of time, or this would be an upfront payment which needs to be given?
It will happen over a period of time, but the master franchisee, I'm expecting to have minimum of 5 zones, because operating zone, spending huge on marketing and logistic procurement will not work out for us. So we are expecting the master franchisee have minimum 5 zones initially.
All right. Okay, that's very helpful. And will the master franchise also have any share on the franchise fees that will be charged on the unit franchise?
No.
He will only have margins on the overall product, right?
Yes.
That's the source of income for him.
Yeah.
Helpful. Now, Rajkumarji will come on the unit franchise model. And my first question on the unit franchise would be, because Tamil Nadu, we already have a good supply chain. If we have inquiries outside Tamil Nadu, will we need an area franchisee first to come in place, or we can entertain inquiries for unit franchisees outside Tamil Nadu also?
We can entertain unit franchisees outside Tamil Nadu also.
And would that be restricted to South, or this can be anywhere?
No, there is no restrictions. Because we are expecting master franchisee in every state. Obviously, when we get it, we will be catering with the unit franchisee also.
All right, that's helpful. And Rajkumarji, I'll take one question from Mr. Aditya Khitawat. While a lot of our prospects or investors who might have come are not very savvy with some of the jargons that we use in the retail or business industry. So his question is, maybe explanation on the hub and the spoke model. What do we, mean by that? If you want to take a minute to explain a little bit on the hub and the spoke model and how does it operate?
To make it very simple, I can tell that it is single umbrella. Every process is under a single umbrella. Okay, right from procurement till the delivery, grievance handling, customer management, everything under a single umbrella. Whenever a customer comes with the motive of this hub and spoke model is, whenever a consumer comes with a grievance or and things to be reported, we will be able to answer them at the instance rather than taking we will answer tomorrow, day after tomorrow, which helps us to retain the particular
That's
customer.
helpful. Now, sure. And Rajkumarji, now coming on the business model, overall, we've talked about an investment of about 7 odd lakhs, where 5 lakhs is a security deposit, which will stay with the company for the entire tenure of the contract. And against the security deposit, the franchise partner will get all the supplies. Overall, business profit, gross profit that we talked about is about 3 odd lakhs. And you also talked about expense of about 1.8 odd lakhs, which will translate into a net profit of 1.2 lakhs. Now, if we can go a little further on this and understand that typically, we talked about 6 categories. What is the revenue which comes from all these 6 categories? What is the percentage mix of all these 6 categories is my question. The overall revenue one can expect from One Cloud retail center. And what are the operating expenses for a unit franchisee?
Yeah, let me start with the operating expenses for the franchisee, unit franchise. They need to have a warehouse, might be a 2 BHK house for 10,000, 10 plus 10 to 15,000 of rent. They need to have electricity, internet, and telephone, might be around 7,000 to 10,000 rupees. Then they need, I'm expecting 50 plus orders in the first month every day. So 50 into 50 rupees per delivery into 30 days, that will be the delivery expenses. And I'm expecting around 7 to 10 rupees towards the delivery package expenses, the carton boxes or the bags, which we will supply on the actual cost. So that is expected to be around 7 rupees to 10 rupees each and every delivery. Then apart from that, as employee salary for the employees will be 2 housemaid category people and 1 basic computer knowledge guy or girl, which comes around 25,000 to 30,000. It differs depending on the area. And miscellaneous costs like stationaries, other tea, coffee, everything will become around 5,000 rupees. So this I'm coming with an understanding that it will come to 1.5 to 1.8 to 2 lakhs. Maximum
Alright.
it cannot cross 2 lakhs. I'm damn sure.
Okay, so because our rental should not be high, because we're not talking about a retail space, it is not a premium space, it is just a storage space where we can house the entire inventory. We need 2 people who have basic knowledge of computer and take care of the operations. And we've also taken into consideration rupees 7 as per delivery cost,
7 to 10.
which includes primarily your consumables.
Yeah.
Now, what would be cost? Because you also suggested that the people that we keep, the delivery boys, need not be kept on a salary. Rather, they would be paid per delivery. So this 7 rupees is also taking into consideration the cost of the delivery boys, or that would be over and above?
No. That delivery expenses is different. Executive cost is different.
Yeah. So how much would that be, Rajkumarji? How much is that?
We want to be more competitive because delivery boys are going to be the mask of the brand.
Right.
Value of the brand. So Swiggy, Zomato, other delivery partners are paying from 22 rupees to 33 rupees or 35 rupees. We want to give some higher value because the volume of the product is bigger. So we want to fix as 50 rupees.
Okay, so what you're saying is against the industry norm of 22 rupees to 30 rupees, what you're suggesting is 50 rupees per delivery to be paid to the delivery boys.
Yeah.
And Rajkumarji, will it also take into consideration the cost of fuel, or that is something that we take over and above?
That will be taken care by the particular executive, but because if he is delivering 20 orders per day, traveling 10 kilometers alone, he will be paid around 1,000 rupees.
Okay, that is over and above.
Yeah. So he will be taking care of the other fuel expenses and everything.
So what he's paid is about 1,000 rupees for about 20 orders, and plus he's also paid 50 rupees per delivery. Is that right?
Depends on the particular individual. If he is delivering only 10 orders, he will be getting 500 rupees only.
Right.
So
Right.
it is the responsibility.
So on an average, if somebody is delivering 20 orders, he gets 150 rupees per order delivery, and he also gets additional 1,000 rupees. And if number of orders is less, proportionately, this amount will also reduce.
Yeah. And if the order is from
Very
the same
helpful.
location, the associate the zonal partner can assign the same delivery boy with their understanding. We will not be interfering in that. He may pay 75 rupees or he may pay 100 rupees.
So, But you will give some guidelines of how to calculate
will-
that cost, and that is
We will
something
be
which
traveling along with them.
Sure.
There is no doubt. Because we know the
And
difficulties
Rajkumarji,
that
what
we
are we
have faced in the initial
anticipating?
phase. Because we
Right.
know the
And what are we
difficulties.
Sure, go ahead. Sorry.
No problem, please proceed.
So Rajkumarji, my other question which I wanted to also ask is, what is the average revenue you're anticipating one should be able to make, and typically what is the average time one will get to that level where we can say this is the optimum level or the most efficient level as far as throughput of that center is concerned. So how much time a partner will take to reach there, and on an average, what can we expect as a monthly revenue overall, which can come from these operations?
We are committing that they will be earning 50,000 rupees from the day 60. Minimum
Okay.
50,000 rupees. And if they fail to make that particular thing, we assure that we will be paying them 50,000 rupees in the agreement itself.
Okay. All
So
right.
we are-
And
that's
will
the
there be some
confidence
support
on the model.
also? Right. And Rajkumarji, will there be any support for a new partner, when they open up? Is there some marketing support, digital support in terms of reaching out to maybe a customer base which a franchise partner would get? Because you did talk about, and that's exactly the responsibility of a franchise partner to do local marketing. But any marketing where the company would help in terms of, launching of the outlet and helping get initial push to get a subscriber base?
We will be handling the A to Z of marketing. We are expecting only moral support from the local partner.
Sure. So you will
Because
also work and
we are giving an assurance that you will be making a turnover of 30 lakhs from the day 60.
Mhm.
So it is obvious that we need to handle the marketing.
Sure. And Rajkumarji, couple of more questions which I'll start taking. We have a question from Mr. Kiran D, and couple of questions he has asked. I'll try to club as much together as I can. So one of the questions is 10% margin which he has, is that on the gross or the net?
10% on the successful deliveries. For example, if a customer is asking delivery within next 1 hour, that should be delivered. So it is 10% on the successful deliveries.
So on the gross, on the net sales basically,
Yeah,
which
on
is
the
net
net
of taxes, right?
In net sales.
Correct. And all right. And the other question is, on the logistics, and there are two kinds of logistics which are involved. One obviously is taken care by, which is fulfillment of the inventory or fulfillment of the order. And the other is the cost of getting the product to the cloud retail outlet of the franchise. So who takes care of the transportation cost? Any supplies which goes either to the master franchise warehouse or to the unit franchise. So who takes care of that cost?
Master franchisee will take the logistics supply to the local partner associates, that is zonal partners.
Okay.
Okay, in case of Tamil Nadu
All
or
right.
Andhra,
Okay. And now in absence,
we will be handling the internal logistics.
okay, and in absence of area franchisee, the company directly would
Yeah.
take care of the
We will be
cost.
handling.
Another question, Rajkumarji, which I'm seeing is, because we're talking about only a deposit. So there's a 5 lakh security that we give at the time of sign up. And what is on an average the stock level which needs to be maintained at the partner's retail outlet? On an average, what ideally should be the size of that inventory in terms of value which he needs to maintain? And I will also ask a question on I think again, one question which I'm seeing is on the exit, so what happens in case somebody wants to exit?
I will answer the first question. The average value of the inventory that we need to have in the initial month might be 5 to 6 lakhs, because the expected turnover is 15 lakhs in the first month. So we need to have around 5 to 6 lakhs of worth of products. Every week we will be shuffling depending on the exhaust of the products. If it is getting exhausted the earlier, we will be dumping in that space. So it is average of 5 to 6 lakhs. From the third month, we are expecting to have an average value of the products of around 10 lakhs there, each and every zonal associate. And the second question, what was the question? Second one?
Okay. And I think one was obviously on the inventory which has to be there. So against the 5 lakhs deposit, what you're saying is the inventory would also be at 5 lakhs or a higher value. It will be
Yes, yes,
exactly
yes.
5 lakhs or a higher value inventory that
No.
we will
That
place.
is again only the security
And-
deposit. It doesn't mean that we will be dumping the same value in their cup. Business is much more important. So it is
All right.
only the security deposit.
Right. And it, sure. Right. And the other question which I asked is, is on the exit, because the entire deposit Kiran B is asking is given to the company. If somebody wants to have an exit, what is the exit policy of the company? And at the same time, is there any products which are not sold? They are slow moving, not sold. What is the policy of a company on the same?
The products that are not sold and the products which are about to expire or expired, we will be taking it back and we will be using it for door-to-door shop. And before it is getting expired, we will be having unique offers to push the product to the customers. Even if it is not sold, we will be taking it back. And we have other channels to sell it. And the exit strategy of the each and every industries, we have an agreement of 3 years. And after 3 years, on mutual understanding, we can extend the agreement. And we are expecting any partner to have a long journey.
Questions question from
voice is breaking.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now.
From my journey, to know if you're already having any supply or we have in this of
Sorry, Miss Sonia. I think you can close your video and try because your voice is not clear.
Okay, I've changed my connection. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Sure. So I'll repeat the question. I'm asking, we have a question from Kerala, and we have Maria Johnny asking if you already have some partnership in the state of Kerala, especially a master franchisee, if you're running any masters in Kerala.
No, we have only in Tamil Nadu. We don't have a master franchisee in Tamil Nadu. That will, we are acting as a master franchisee in Tamil Nadu. We are going to operate in Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra, everyone across the states. We are expecting master franchisees. And we welcome master franchisee in the initial phase where we can ensure a smooth run with the zonal partners, local partners.
Sure. And another question that I'll take is from Mr. Ganesh Igbote. He's asking what is the mode of payment and supply of goods? I think what he's trying to ask is what is the mode of payment in case of replenishment? So does a franchisee needs to pay anything over and above in case the supply is beyond, while that 5 lakhs is a security? So how does that happen? And second, on the supply of goods, how are they supplied? Is there a minimum quantity which needs to be given by a partner, or any quantities can be supplied based on the weekly, I would say, replenishment structure we have?
We expect the products to be replaced every 5 to 7 days. For example, sugar, which is an essential product, if it is getting exhausted within 1 or 2 days, we will be shipping it from the nearby zones. We will try to ship it. We will make sure that all the necessary products are available within zone. But altogether, the intent will be handled only every 5 to 7 days.
Sure, that's helpful. All right, and I think some locations I'm seeing is from Mr. Dev Kumar Ghosh asking if we can start in West Bengal. It's a small place called Midnapur in West Bengal. And while I think we might need an area franchisee before we go maybe to a tier like that, what is your view on that, Rajkumarji?
I'm expecting a potential area of around 60,000 houses in that particular zone, to be very specific. Okay. Whereas only then we will be able to meet the particular target of 30 lakhs. So before assigning a local zone or an individual zone to the partner, we will do a basic R&D about the potentials, how many apartments are there, what is the potential for retail as well as wholesale. Only then we can ensure, because we are giving a guarantee that this much enough sales will happen, and only based on the sales they will be getting the revenue. So we will be doing a basic R&D, and only then we will be confirming the zone.
Sure. Rajkumarji, very quickly, couple of more questions which I'll take. I know we're running out of time. So one question, because there are too many grocery players. So how do we compete with the existing players in the market?
I'm not getting it. Can you come again, please?
I'm saying, grocery is a very competitive market, very fragmented, and we have both, kirana owners and also big players in this segment. So the question which I'm seeing coming from a lot of our investors is, how do we compete?
Yeah, we are in the market from 2014. I understand. I understand the question from their point of view, but people tend to have more flexible that the product reach at their doorstep now. And we are coming out with three factors, which is more convincing for the end user, any end user: price, quality, and service. So if we are able to maintain these three factors without any compromise, and I'm damn sure that we will be surviving even in a small area where we got an inquiry from West Bengal, we will be able to survive. You're mute. You are mute.
Sorry. And another question which I saw, because we also have applications on Android and iOS, will the entire business happen over tech, or there's another medium to do that?
That's all. We are not an online grocery store, as I told you earlier. We are a virtual store. We don't encourage people only in app and website. We want to take telephone order. We want to take WhatsApp order. We are open to each and every customer. So even a lean man should be a customer for door to door. That is our intention. So we are open to all the channels.
Right, that's very helpful. And I'll just take, I know while that's apparent, but we have Prudvi Raj asking if the application is also available for iOS.
Yes, it is available. But few innovations are taking place. Okay. So I think Android is currently available. iOS, it was there, but few updation is going on.
Sure. I'll take one question from, our partner in East India, Mr. Subrato Saha. He's asking if somebody wants to work on a FOCO model, especially a master where somebody has existing facilities. Is that something you wish to explore? I know that's very difficult because ideally, handling distant operations is the responsibility with the partner. So anything like that, you think that can be explored if somebody wants to look at only investment business?
Do you mean to say that whether they want to have own a hub or a warehouse?
It's a FOCO, which means, somebody makes the investment in the warehouse and, you take care of delivery and fulfillment to the unit partners.
If they're having a own space for dumping the product, they can get reduced with the cost, the advance and the rent. That's it. And no more advantages other than that.
Sure. Great. Very helpful, Rajkumarji. And there are a lot of questions. I think we've picked up many questions. And friends, just to reiterate, we are looking at, because a lot of people are asking if I can take a master franchisee, and you put a lot of locations. West Bengal, I'm seeing, Assam, I'm seeing, in many of the cities, I'm seeing, including Bombay. So friends, I'd like to reiterate, we're looking for master franchisees, or I would say area franchisees outside Tamil Nadu, because brand already has their own bandwidth and supply chain to deliver within Tamil Nadu. So the area model is available outside, and while unit, they are fine to even look, even if we don't have a master franchisee in an area, the company will be okay to encourage maybe unit franchisee, but we need to know what locations are these, because these cannot be very remote locations and too distant. And the other question which I was seeing is on the investment. So I will repeat that the investment for a unit franchisee is about 7 lakhs, where the entire investment is towards a security deposit of 5 lakhs, another 2 lakhs towards the basic infrastructure that you would need and the franchise fees. And for a master franchisee, 12 zones are required. So minimum 12 zones a master franchisee needs to have under him. And for each zone, the company will charge 5 lakhs as a security deposit. So that becomes the investment for a master franchisee. And having said that, this entire investment for a master franchisee need not be paid at one go. And because the company understands it will take time for these zones to be developed over a period of time, so there is a schedule which the company would share, and based on that schedule, that these payments are to be done.
Sorry to interrupt. We are looking for local associates, local partners in Tamil Nadu also.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are open for unit franchisees for Tamil Nadu as well. And that was the premise, absolutely. And Rohit Gol is asking for Delhi. Rohit Golji will be open for looking at Delhi. And okay. I'll take one more question, Rajkumarji. There's somebody is asking about a little bit about the company background. Anandji, we did cover up that at the start of our presentation, but we'll be happy to share the entire details of the business model and also the company background. And like Rajkumarji mentioned, he's also a techie. Well, he did not come from grocery background, but he's done research before he started the business, and they've been operating this business for some years now. And being a tech as his technology as his background, he's tried to enable and integrate that in the business model. Anything else, Rajkumarji, that you want to add?
We are not, I'm not from a retail background, to be very specific, but now I can say that I have almost 7 years of experience in retail. Okay, so we started this company in 2014 and we have huge experience. We have to be very specific, we have crossed more obstacles and we are in a good shape now.
Sure. And Rajkumarji, as we come to close of our webinar, I will request maybe a message that you want to give to everybody around who's listening live on Facebook and also on the platform. And also I would like to announce we have a Discovery Day, friends. And since a lot of inquiries are coming in, and I understand it needs a lot of time, it's an investment you want to make, you want to understand the business model, your locations, viability, and all of that. And for that, we have selected 5th of June, which is next week, as a Discovery Day, where you can block your time with the Rajkumarji, and we'll allocate maybe 30 minutes or a 45-minute session, which can be done either on a telephone or on a Zoom meeting. And before that, we'll also share with you the entire business model so that you go through the entire information and make best of the time that you come on the Discovery Day. So Rajkumarji, over to you for your remarks and message for everyone.
I thank each and everyone being a part of this successful webinar. And to be very specific, I'm looking for potential partners. I'm looking for a local owner of door-to-door. Exactly, to be very specific, you are going to be the local owner and you need to understand the responsibility being a local owner. So if you have the particular thirst, if you are willing to be a part of this retail industry, I am damn sure that we will be the monopoly in 2025-26. In this model particularly, there is no competitor at all. To be very specific, there is no competitor at all. This model, even if some MNCs or some existing runners wish to operate in the model, they will take minimum 1 year. Okay. So with that 1 year, I want to root ourselves and travel with the partners. It is all about networking. It is all about service with the one network. And it is a very good opportunity. Out of my experience, out of my eggs, I'm telling that it is a very good opportunity we are ready to give. And we are looking for partners across all states and all districts initially in the first phase. And in the second phase might be in Taluks. Okay. So once again, I wish to congratulate and thanks for franchisee team for creating a wonderful opportunity like this. And thanks for everyone who have spent so much time, even on Sunday. I'm happy that in spite of spending, my core is to spend more time for the family. But Sunday you are able to spend 1+ hours towards this webinar. So thank you one and all. I'm open to answer all your questions. Okay. And you can reach us through the channel.
Thank you so much, Rajkumarji. And friends, thank you for your interest. And I would say very good response that we received from everyone, and a lot of questions which I still see coming in. We will request, like I mentioned, reach out on the hotline number. And this day we'll start scheduling our calls. We have our teams and independent franchise consultants who are leading the project, and they will come back to you with the information that you seek and also start blocking slots for you for 5th of June. And can I request you, Ashna, to kindly take it over for your closing remarks?
Sure. So thank you so much, Rajkumarji, for joining us today for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. But Sonia ma'am, may I request you to please invite all our guests and friends for Bharat Franchise Show? Then I'll do the closing.
Sure. Friends, this is the event, and we are very proud to bring this event for the very first time. And Franchise India is starting the Bharat Franchise Show. It is a Bharat Franchise Show because we are covering every tier, every micro markets in the country. And we've created this list of cities which covers all important 100 cities in the country. So this is a 100-day show which starts from 1st of June and will end in the month of August. So it's June, July, and August, 3 months. We'll have these back-to-back city events that we'll do. We only have 2 days left for this event, and we also have the entire schedule of the calendar of the show, which you can find on the Facebook page of Franchise India Brands. And if you want to register, this is a complimentary registration for every investor who wants to do. We'll bring opportunities, 6 to 7 opportunities, which are handpicked for that particular city. And to get more information, I will again request log on to the Franchise India Brands Facebook page. We have all real-time information on the show coming for you.
So thank you so much, Sonia ma'am. So dear friends, as requested and welcome and invited by Sonia ma'am, please join us for Bharat Franchise Show, which will start from 1st of June. On 1st of June, we would like to invite you for Patna show. So please do registration at the business hotline number. Our business hotline number is 97176-83838. We request, because we are lining up so many brands representation and webinar for you. Please save this number in your phone book so that you get a regular updates from our side through broadcast messages. Also connect with us at different social handles, because we are promoting these different events for you at all the social handles. To connect with Sonia ma'am and Gaurav sir at their respective LinkedIn IDs. Yes, rightly mentioned by Gaurav sir in the beginning. Sunday is always very special for us because we try to bring maximum business opportunities as well as webinars for you. We would like to invite you for our 4 to 6 show, which will happen today which will start at 4 p.m. today. North India is the market which we have selected for you. We are bringing top 10 popular franchise opportunity representing different verticals. Their brand representative, founders, directors would come and will share their business ideas with each one of you. So please do registration for our North India show for 4 p.m. And after that, we want to invite you for our another great initiative, 30 days, 30 city shows. And today we are doing Goa. So please do registration for our 4 p.m. as well as 7 p.m. show. And tomorrow, under our business opportunity over chai 12 p.m. show, we are bringing a brand which is leading name in dry fruit, spices, and many other items. Vatline is the brand we are bringing for you. So please do registration for Vatline brand for tomorrow. So thank you so much once again for joining in today. Do registration for all the shows we have lined up for each one of you. Thank you so much. Have a safe day. Look forward to have you for our 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you, Rajkumar ji. Friends, have a great Sunday ahead.
Welcome. Welcome.